Hi everyone, I'm Chloe, an engineer at Skyfire, and today I'm going to talk about agent access to websites. Quickly about Skyfire, Skyfire is an agent commerce platform that gives agents, that includes bots and crawlers, the ability to present verified identity credentials and the ability to make payments if necessary. At the same time, we give merchants and services the tools that they need to accept agents as verified customers. So today we're going to be looking at an example of an agent that uses a KYA token that stands for Know Your Agent to present its verified identity credentials in order to gain access to a protected website. Let's jump over to the demo. So here we have a simple web crawler interface that surfaces the activity of a web crawler when traversing a site. We can plug in any site to crawl it. And what this does is deliver the contents of each web page back to the web crawling agent. We could go ahead and go into the details and see the contents of the HTML returned back. And there are a number of reasons for web crawling that can include search engine indexing, content aggregation, data mining, LLM training. The thing is, though, many sites now sit behind a bot manager. So let's try to crawl a different site, a mock news site. Think CNN, New York Times. And if we try to do so, we get back this 403 forbidden error. This error is the website saying, hey, we see that you're a bot, you're not allowed in. Note that I'm using the terms crawler and bot interchangeably since crawlers are bots, but this protocol applies to all bots in general. So this site, Mock News, is using KYA tokens to gate access to its content. Essentially, it's allowing some bots in and disallowing others that aren't carrying a KYA token. When we go into the details, we see that there's an error. This error is saying that the bot needs to pass a KYA token in the header of its request in order to be let in. The human principal, or even the business behind the crawler, should go to the KYA token issuer, Skyfire, and set up an account so that the crawler can pass a KYA token in its header to the mock news site. And that's what I'm going to show here. So the first step to crawling with a KYA token is to create that token. This demo has been pre-configured already with the Skyfire API key, which is why we don't need to create an account right now. So let's just create the token. When the crawler has a KYA token, it's proving to the site that its identity has been verified. In some cases, the KYA token will also contain the identity of the human or the business behind it, but it depends on the use case. In this use case, though, we can see the Skyfire email here. That's bobby@skyfire.xyz. Bobby's the one behind this agent. Now, anyone can use this demo today. You can go ahead, create your own Skyfire account, load in your API key here in order to see your own email in this field. But here we're going to be looking at the enterprise use case. What does that mean? Well, let's say I had an agent like ChatGPT, which was news focused, called DEF News Agent. Let's say Bobby signed up for a DEF News Agent account, and DEF News Agent is an enterprise through Skyfire. So that means all the information is linked, which is why we see in the agent platform field here, DEF News Agent. In AID, this claim here, we see this specific instance of the bot, proving that Bobby is a part of this organization. Now let's take this token and crawl the same site that we did earlier. And we are successfully let through, and we have the contents of the HTML returned back to us. If we go into the Skyfire dashboard, you can see here that I'm logged in as Bobby at Skyfire as part of the DEF News Agent organization. Here is the KYA token that we just created and all of its associated details. Using Skyfire and the KYA protocol, there's no need for closed or curated marketplaces. Now, any agent can access any website just like a human could. Note that this isn't a technology that forces a bot to identify itself. It's a technology that lets buyers and sellers opt into identification when it benefits both sides, improving transparency, reducing friction, and no more 403 errors. At Skyfire, we see these open protocol tokens as the future of agentic commerce. Go ahead and try it out yourself.